Hey everybody, my name's Joe,
I am also Joe.
and you've joined us for our recap episode for the third set of 5 games that we've played for the Super Nintendo. First up, we have UN Squadron. UN Squadron is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up released September 9th, 1999 here in North American region. So this was a game that Joey played on his own, really, and I just kind of played commentary on it.
It was a 2-player game, but I did end up basically playing it by myself.
So what did you think? Let's go full coverage here. Graphics-wise.
I actually quite enjoyed the graphics. I think the graphics were really decent, and moving right from graphics into sound, I think the sound was also really good. It was a bit basic for the pew-pew lasers, but
The pew-pew lasers.
there's not much else you can do. The big issue that it had was slowdown when there was a lot of, bullets and things to keep track of on screen.
Yeah, all shmups have that slowdown issue. I agree. Sound was good. Graphics were good. Gameplay. Game was hard as hell, yeah?
In my opinion, it was overly hard. More hard than it needed to be.
Not quite bullet hell, but still ridiculous. One of the things I really liked about the gameplay is, other than at the beginning of the game you can select from 3 different characters, every level you could buy planes and you can buy upgrades. So much like Gradius, which we really enjoyed, there's a selection of things you can do, so you're not just shooting the same gun the entire damn time, which I think really improved the quality. Now, UN Squadron, if you look around on the net, is praised as like one of the best shoot-'em-ups for the Super Nintendo. I like the bright colors. The sound was good. The music was pretty decent.
It was a really good game. It
was
just very difficult.
It was very, very difficult. So, UN Squadron, 2 thumbs up from one from each of us. So, next up, Hal's Hole-in-One Golf. So, released September 15th, 1991, is the first golf game for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. And we had our first guest host, my dad, Joey's grandpa, came over and played golf with us because he played a lot of video game golf when I was a kid. So we played a threesome on this. We did not finish the 18-hole course. In fact, I think really we probably only made it to like hole 9. Maybe.
Did we make it to hole 9? I think if we did, I think that was the furthest we got.
Yeah, so you can see here, graphics aren't amazing, that's for sure. They're pretty basic, really.
I think they're quite okay.
Yeah, they're definitely okay.
Like, the main screen, but the side screen with the mini map, I guess there's not much you can do, but yeah, it could be better.
Yeah, it's not bad. The graphics were alright. They're bright colors. I dug that. The sound was mediocre at best. The music wasn't terrible, but it wasn't anything memorable. Other than that, the only sound you got is the occasional bird chirp and as you hit the golf ball.
Yep.
So, nothing amazing there. The problem is golf is kind of boring. It's boring to watch. I think it's boring to play. Caveated with this, it's boring to play by yourself. Now, the 3 of us actually had a lot of fun because it's just a good time to gig each other over, way to put one into the rough or stick into the bunker, watch you hit that tree 3 times as you're trying to get out. So, this one was actually surprisingly fun to play. It's not a standout game graphically or audibly, but gameplay-wise was okay. It was a fun game.
I quite enjoyed it. So, yeah. I give it a thumbs up.
I also gave it a thumbs up. Next up is Super Flamey On, my Hotman. Super Bases Loaded, released September 30th, 1991. This is the first baseball game for Super Nintendo here in North America. It's kind of funny because it's got sort of the logos for all the pro teams here. Well, not all, but a number of the pro teams in America. But they all have these weird names. So it's Chicago Cyclops instead of Pittsburgh. I think it was Privateers or something weird like that.
I don't know.
So yeah, here we got. I'm not sure which one of us is batting, which one of us is pitching here.
I do believe that's me batting.
Realistically, I thought the graphics were pretty okay.
Yeah.
Bright colors again. The movement, not so much when you're in the fielding position there, but the movement right here, the wind up, the pitch, the swing, you got the umpire, strike. I mean, the movement's pretty fluid, and it doesn't look bad at all.
No, actually, I think the animations are really well done.
Yeah, now let's talk gameplay.
There were two things that I found, I would say, wrong or upsetting to me. I would really like it if it was easier to control who you become in the outfield.
Yeah.
Like, if you hit in the L and R, it would switch people in the outfield.
Or if the outfielders would just do a better job on getting in front of the ball on their own. Because they were, like, the ball's going out there, and it's got a couple of seconds before it gets towards it, and you're just like, where's my outfielder? Like, right there. Like, where are you at? You're way over the hill. And then diving was super hard. It was really hard to get that ball in the outfield. Now, I'm sure there's some skill to that. If you play it a lot, it probably gets easier.
I'm sure.
Pitching was easy.
Pitching was pretty easy.
But
batting was very difficult.
Extremely difficult.
And something I don't think you took advantage of. I tried, is if you hold up and down while batting, you hit higher or lower. So if, like, the ball's lower, you can hit it lower. But, it takes a lot of, like, timing, and it's just something that you have to play the game to get used to.
There's definitely a timing issue learning to bat correctly. It is difficult. It is hard. But we both saw the good in the game, and we both did give it a thumbs up because we could see it being a fun game.
Yeah.
With practice, if you get that batting thing down.
I actually kind of, I enjoyed playing that game.
Yeah, no, I had fun. It was just hard.
Slightly frustrating when you have no idea why you didn't hit the ball because it looked like it hit your bat.
Absolutely did. So yeah, super bases loaded. Both gave a thumbs up on that. Next up, Ultraman Toward the Future. I can describe this as the second turd that we've hit. First being Draken.
You're still being really mean to this game.
I can't stand this game, dude. It's so bad. So you can see from the video how kind of clunky it looks. And trust me, the controls feel just as clunky as it looks. I mean, graphically speaking, not terrible. The colors are bright. The character models look decent.
Talking about graphics, I don't think the animations were that good.
No, the character models themselves don't look terrible, and the backgrounds are good.
And some of the animations are good, but the way it goes into the animation is not.
Yeah, it's just no bueno. So, unfortunately, graphically, I don't think it's there. The sound also wasn't particularly amazing. So, I don't know. Make of it what you want. But, yeah, I gave Ultraman a thumbs down.
I also gave it a thumbs down.
Next up and final up is Paperboy 2, released November 1st, 1991. This is a sequel to Paperboy for the Nintendo Entertainment System. A game which held close to me because my dad, myself, and my brother all threw papers and worked for the Journal, the local paper here. And so we played this a lot when I was a kid. So graphically speaking, it's not the most amazing thing.
I don't think it was bad, though.
Oh, no, I don't think it was bad by any stretch. But it wasn't the most amazing graphics that you're going to see on the SNES, without a doubt. But they're solid. You get your houses, you get your little thrift stores here on the sides, you throw your papers, you break windows.
Yeah, you do break windows a lot, if you're me.
You crash into that fence
You're definitely crashing into fences a lot.
Audio quality, nothing to write home about.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you get used, after a little bit, a lot of SNES games, the music will get stuck in your head and you'll start, humming along to it, but it's very repetitive.
Yeah, it's not great music either. And then you throw your newspapers. You get the shattery windows, the crunch when the mailbox or the garbage can gets knocked over. So the sound's okay, but nothing amazing. Gameplay, it's definitely a skill-based game.
Yes.
There's a muscle memory to it. Every house, every obstacle, everything has a specific timing to when you throw that paper to get it where you want it to go. And if you can get that down, you're golden. But otherwise, your guy's hitbox is a little weird. We often found ourselves...
The hitbox is very weird.
You often find yourself hitting things and wrecking, and you're like, there's no way I wrecked on that. But somehow you did, so that's that. But it's a really fun game. I really like the obstacle course at the end in 2-player, because you're both doing it at the same time. You can wreck into each other, which is really irritating.
You can also hit each other with the newspapers, which slows them down a lot. So
that was super fun. I enjoyed Paperboy 2 still. And so I gave it a thumbs up.
I also gave it a thumbs up.
So there you go, guys. That's our recap of the last 5 games we've played. Thanks for joining us here at SNES in Life. Remember to give our videos thumbs and subscribe. Check us out on our social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Discord, cgn.us. And yeah, thank you very much for your continued viewership, I guess. So have a good one.